Mr. John Bengal.
Yes, hi. How you doing? Right,
Hello.
everyone. I am Mr. John Bengal Presents, and I do basically, well, I do a bit of exploring. I also interview explorers. I want to know why they do it and what makes them tick. So, Carl from Exploring with Carl, so it's EWC, he's very kindly asked me to come on and interview him as to why. So, one, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. This guy's got 1.85 thousand, well, 1.85k followers at the moment. So give him some life, watch his films or videos, and leave a comment with him. Anyway, back to the interview. Carl, where are you?
Hello.
There we are. Hello. Thank
Hello,
you very
sir.
much. Hello. Thank you very much, as I said. Now, you've been doing this for, well, this channel for about a year, 2 years nearly now.
Yeah, it'll be 3 years this September.
3 years, okay. So yeah, because I looked back on your videos, had a look at quite a few of them. You've got about 170 odd videos.
Yeah.
So going through it was not a chore, but it's a lot to get through. So if there's anything I haven't watched and you want to point out to me, by all means, I'll just continue to watch them. Eventually, I'll get through them. Now, what I want to know is, why did you get involved in urban exploring? You know, what made you think, you know what, I'm going to try that and see what it's like? Because it's not like not everybody goes out to like random places. You've done, let me think, you've done pillboxes, schools, you've done, I think you've done tunnels, you name it, you've been a lot of places all over the UK. I mean, you've done Scotland, where you obviously where you live, and obviously down south as well. So tell me why you do it and everybody else.
Hello. Well, the reason why I do it is because I just like going out, exploring places. You know, I got into it like, well, I'll tell you how I first got into it. It was watching a channel. It was the Urban Collective from Salford. One night, it was just on my laptop, and I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to see what the old Brookside Close is like, because it was left abandoned, wasn't it, for years? If anyone knows that, it's a soap. What I think it was from the 80s, wasn't it? From Liverpool, Brookside Close.
That's right. And then they stopped it, and then I think eventually it was for developers and people now live in it. But yeah, it was abandoned for quite 3 or 4 years, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. So I Googled it. I thought, oh, I wonder what that's like now. And it was all overgrown and everything. I thought, wow, that's crazy. And then after that, I just started typing in like abandoned Coronation Street, because that was gone then, wasn't it? You know, they was building a new set at Virgin Media. So I thought, I'll type in that, the old Coronation Street. And then I come across the Urban Collective, you know, great channel. Loads of you have probably watched his content. It's brilliant stuff. And I seen him there at the old Coronation Street with a few other geezers, his mates and that. And they was all mooching about, and, you know, I thought, wow, this is brilliant, this is. And then after that, I came across a lad called Exploring with Jake. And he was doing lots of stuff in Manchester, you know, abandoned places and stuff like that. And one of the first ones I seen of his was the World War II air raid shelters in Stockport, the Brinksway air raid shelters in Stockport, and an old railway place in Manchester. And what was that called now? The Mayfair old train station opposite Piccadilly train station. I thought, wow, this is brilliant, this. So I got in touch with Jake. I commented on one of his videos. I said, this is brilliant, this stuff you do. I wouldn't mind, you know, meeting up with you one day, because I've got a few places in mind I've seen when I've been out hiking and stuff like that. And he sent me a message and said, yeah, if you want to meet up one day, meet us in Manchester. I'm always at this sort of place on a Sunday, you know, so we arranged to meet up. And then, yeah, I did my first Explore with Jake. It was an old factory somewhere near the old Hacienda nightclub in Manchester. And after that, I just got into it and made my own channel then. Because before that, I had another channel, but that was just like for music. Yeah.
So okay, so you obviously you've just been doing your own research, and then you sort of got in touch with Urban Collective, and so when you went into your first explore, let's go to your first explore ever, like you were just saying. What
on this
feelings
channel?
did you have? Yeah, on this channel. What feelings did you have? I mean, because a lot of people, we all watch all the channels, watch everybody when they go in there, and it's all enjoy what you do. But your first ever, like, right, I'm going to do this video. Don't know how it's going to turn out, and then you go in there. Tell me, your feelings of it. Were you ecstatic? Were you nervous, or what? Tell me how you felt the first time you did it, and which spurred you on to do more. Because some people will do something and then go, well, I don't want to do it anymore. But you've carried on, obviously, and you've got a lot of videos out, and you're continuing to do it. So tell me what that spur of the moment to go, right, I can do more after that.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's start from the very first video I ever did on my channel. It was magnet fishing with my daughter.
Yeah.
That was the very first one. And then after that, I think I did a farmhouse on my own. And it was just like, wow, I'm here on my own. Can't believe this, got through this broken window and got inside, and I just thought, this is crazy, but the adrenaline was there. I felt like I was part of this community then. When you're on your own doing these explores for the first time, you just, this fear, this excitement, the adrenaline, everything like that. And you just thinking to yourself, this is dangerous actually. And you don't know what's in there or who's going to be in there. And there's dangers, isn't there? There's dangers in it and everything, but it all adds with it. I think that comes from the early days of me, because I used to be into skateboarding and stuff like that. So I was going to going back. I was about 14, 15 when I was into skateboarding. There was a school called St. What was it called? St. John's or something like that near me, and we'd go in there with our skateboards, looking for old bits of wood and stuff, to make ramps and stuff like that. I think that's how. I first got into it. Yeah, with my skateboard, going to places like that. But on my YouTube channel, going back to that now, some I've done on my own. It was creepy, really creepy, and I was really scared actually for my first explores on my own. Because you're on your own, and you shouldn't really be on your own, should you? When you start off a YouTube channel.
No.
The fear is there all the time. The fear's there. And then when you come out, when you have filmed it, you're so relieved in some way. You're like that. I can't wait to get back home now. Upload it.
No, I'm with you on that one, because like yourself, you do it and you think, right, I've done it now, I'm going to go and upload it. And you look at it and go, do I edit it? Do I keep it the same? What do I do? So I fully understand what you're saying there. So go on, carry on.
Back in the day, John, I do it now just with this camera. Everything's done on this phone, actually. It's all done on this phone. Even my editing, it's just done on this phone. And I was going to say then, everything's done on the phone. I forgot what I was going to bloody say then. Where was we then? I've lost it then. There was some point there. It might come back in a minute.
About the editing and on your phone and having.
Oh yeah, that's it. When I first started, all I did was went out my phone. Hello, I'm Explorer Carl. Blah blah blah. Here we are today, and then that was it. Just like that with my phone around everywhere. That was it. Yeah.
I can see from obviously your early videos, you've got, like you say, it was on your phone, and obviously it's more different now. You sort of got, I take it must have like a selfie stick or a gimbal or something like that. Do you use anything like that?
Gimbal now. Yeah, I've got a gimbal now, but at first it was just my phone, just in my pocket, in my hand. Hello, I'm Explorer Carl. Blah blah blah. I just film it all. And then just say, that's the outro, blah, blah, blah. There was no editing. It was just raw.
which people like. I mean, obviously, I look. There's an early one you done about 2 years ago, and you've got it was a culvert you did actually, Platfields, and like
Oh yeah,
you got 1.6 million, 1.6 million, 1.6 thousand views.
that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But slip of the Freudian tongue there. So yeah, I mean, what you were doing, you did absolutely fine. People loved it. You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah,
my next
go on.
question is, what was your? Let's go for your. What was your best ever? Firstly, I think we'll go. What your best ever explore? What you've ever done? I mean, if you've got more than one, please feel free to just go, well, actually, I've got more than one. But let us all know, because I think everybody's got their favourite. And then I'll ask
Yeah,
you what your worst is, because people have also got their worst.
yeah. Okay, let's go back to that one. I am Platfields Park,
Yeah.
Witch's Tunnel, because we used to all play around there when we was kids, and everyone used to be scared of it. You know, there was, in the kids, there's all sorts of rumours, isn't there? Oh, there was a woman bricked up in there, and if you cut through the end, there's a farmer there waiting to shoot you, with his air rifle, stuff like
As always.
that. So that was the first scariest one. And if anyone ever goes there and explores that, it just gives off this weird, horrible vibe when you go there, which is Tunnel in Platfields Park. Yeah, it's a weird one, and that is probably one of the best ones and first ones as well. As a kid, I explored. Yeah, everyone. It was like a meeting place for everyone as well. Probably bloody Liam Gallagher and that used to wag it around there as well. They would have known it, Witch's Tunnel, stuff like that. They would have played there as kids. Yeah, it was a big meeting point for kids around Manchester, around that way. Around Rusholme, Fallowfield, Withington, around them areas. Everyone, if you say to anyone, do you remember Witch's Tunnel, Platfields Park? I bet a lot would say, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was freaky place. It was. Yeah, definitely was. And that's one of the first ones. It took me ages. It took me ages to actually go through that on my own as an adult.
Wow.
The one you've seen with them views.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it as a kid.
Not at all.
So
See,
nervous.
just picking on what you just said there, you have different areas. You go to different places and you pick up vibes. Is that for you? Because I don't know if it's for everybody, but do you find that in certain buildings or culvert tunnels, even the wall stuff, do you pick up different vibes? It seems to be a bit of a thing. What some people do actually say they pick up vibes, but for you, is that sort of shape how you film it as well sometimes?
Yeah, I think the bad vibe ones for me are the underground ones with the water running through culverts, stuff like that, and like the storm drain, which I think you will mention soon. That was the worst one I've ever done with Urban Legend and Richie Welllock last year. God blimey, I thought I was going to drown. That was the worst one. It was nice at the beginning. Oh, it was beautiful. I said to them both, "Oh, this is good. This, isn't it? This is brilliant. This, you can just walk through it, nice." And then,
Yeah.
later on, when all the water started gushing down, I started panicking, looking for like escape routes, and some of them was blocked. I was trying to push them up, saying, "Oh, no, that's stuck. Right, let's try the next one." There, saying, "Look, let's just wait here for a bit." Richie was saying, "I said, no, we need to move now. We need to move now." So we moved down to the next one, and I was shut up there, trying it, panicking. We're stuck. We can't get out. We can't get out. It was horrible. It was horrible. That's the worst experience I've ever had. That storm drain. That's the worst experience I've ever had in my life. I thought the water was going to come up like that, and then it was going to be like, goodbye.
God.
It was absolutely scary.
For those of you who are watching at the moment and aren't, because this is on live, so if any of you are watching, please check out the storm drain, then you'll know what he's talking about. Basically, it looks scary when you're in there. Also, Urban Legend and Richie Welllock, I think they've got a video on their channels. Go and check them out as well. But check them out. You get all the 3 different perspectives from something which, if you don't do it correctly on this exploring, you could end up in trouble. So I must say, always be safe. Yes, we all do these things, but just make sure someone knows where you are. Okay. That's all I'm going to say on that one. So that was your you've done your best. Now you do a lot of quite a bit of collaboration with people as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few in here actually. Hello, there's quite a few in here.
Just in that now, so they're coming in. Do you? So when you do this, I mean, do you sort of think? Do you have a sort of a different vibe when you're with people? Say you go into, like you say, the tunnels weren't great, because you have pretty bad vibe. Do you tend to get the same vibe when people are with you as well, or is it just something that you personally just have, whether or not people are there at all? Because I know you've done exploring on your own in the past as well. Obviously, having those feelings. I mean, or is it just something which is because of the expecting the unknown?
It depends. Like you just said, yeah. Sometimes if I do go with people, they might say, "Oh, this place has been done before." Then you know what to expect, don't you?
Yeah.
But if no one's done it before, I don't know. It's pretty nerve-wracking sometimes. My thing is the fear is, are the ladders safe? Is this safe? Is this going to be safe? Is someone going to put the top? This is going back to the underground stuff again. Stuff what we explore, like World War II stuff. Old air raid shelter stuff like that. But a lot of the time, you with people you do collabs with, you get used to doing collabs with them, and they're always a good bunch of lads to be around, or even ladies as well who come on explores with us. So. And you can't always come across like you're scared, especially around ladies. But yeah, but when you're with a good team, it helps, doesn't it? It does help when you're with a good team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it does in that sense. I mean, going on, obviously moving forward from that, obviously you want to have a good team as well. You do currently, but you have done in the past a lot of World War II, World War One stuff as well. Now, is that something you're interested in, or is it sort of they're there, so you think, well, I'll go and explore them because I do all the abandoned houses and schools and everything else, or is that something you're generally sort of really interested in? Because I know we have obviously other channels that love doing that as well. I do the pillboxes just solely because I think they're fascinating, still being there after all this time,
Yeah, that's something you bang on there, John. You're right there. It's something what's become more of an interest now as I go out more. Been going out more on my bike, and looking at the history and stuff like that. Like you say, World War II pillboxes and tank traps like that. It's come more of an interest now to add to the channel. Because I'm out on a bike ride. Come across these places. Why not document them? You know what I mean? It's part of history, isn't it? And especially like ROC posts as well, from the Cold War.
Yeah.
And that was one of my favourites as well, yeah, doing a Cold War bunker on my own, just up here in Macclesfield. And I went all the way home after I'd done that on my own, because it was the very first one I did. And I was just dead excited on the way home. I was walking dead fast. Couldn't wait to, upload the footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really excited with that. I do love now Cold War bunkers, stuff like that. Even, sometimes the layouts are the same in them, but they're in different locations and you can get some nice shots of them, different sceneries, and especially ones me and my brother have explored in Scotland. We come across loads in Scotland of, World War II stuff and even Cold War stuff. Yeah, we've come across loads, and it is more of an interest now, stuff like that, than it was when I first started out. It was just more like abandoned houses, stuff like that. Old farms, stuff like that. But yeah, do love all the pillboxes now. It's becoming more of an obsession now, I think. Pillboxes, stuff like that.
Yeah, so you've expanded your repertoire of what you now do. So rather than just doing, the houses and the castles, because obviously Scotland, I see you've done a lot of stuff in Scotland as well. And obviously there's castles in Scotland, obviously. You thought, well, we'll go out and just explore them areas as well.
Yeah. And if anyone goes to Scotland, you should check out do the NC 500 route. It's brilliant. There's loads of, abandoned places up there. It's just so much. And we actually met someone last year, me and my brother did. She was, what was her name? Rebecca. I think she was Romanian or Polish or something. and she lives
Right.
in actually this little hut in the middle of nowhere. It used to be like an old chain radar place, and she actually lives in this little block. And all she's got in there is like a bedside drawers. That's it. Bit of installation on the outside bits, and
Mm.
it was just fascinating to meet this woman. You know, because we went there a year before, and you can check my old video out of that because I did say, "Do you think someone lives in there? You know, is there a bed in there?" And
Yeah.
that is it an homeless person? And we actually finally met her, and she said, "I live here. I'm a freelance gardener, and I love it here." My brother was saying, "Do you not get cold?" She said, "No, never cold." And he said, "What's it like in the winter?" She said, "I'm okay." And it was just crazy, you know, meeting someone who lives in like an abandoned World War II place. And we said, "Don't you have eating?" She said, "No, eating's bad for you, makes you poorly." You know, proper just, it was just interesting, you know, to meet someone who lives like that. Yeah. It's just
So,
amazing. It's just crazy that you meet along the way, you know, these
it
explorers.
is. So not only so really not only do you obviously explore places which are abandoned but that for that example, you know, you met people on the way who
Yeah.
you wouldn't have met otherwise, would you? I mean,
Mm,
yeah, and giving entertainment to people who like what you do.
mm. That's
Now,
at ALW, yeah. Mm.
what do you? Well, obviously, we're in lockdown at the moment, so
Yeah.
I'm not saying are you going out because you either are staying indoors or just going out for your leisurely jog and perhaps finding something to explore. But once everything's over, what plans do you have for your channel? Because obviously you're going to keep it going. You want to sort of explore new places. Do you have anything planned either with yourself or your brother or obviously other explorers?
I've been into talks with my brother. He wants to do Scotland again, but from is it the south side or something? He wants to do it
Right.
that way this time. But I keep saying to him, we should do Ireland. We should do Ireland because I'd love to explore Ireland, definitely. So maybe fingers crossed, Ireland, something like that. You know, just something away from here because there's
Mm.
too much here. There's too much. I know it's like a nice community of what we all have on here, but
Yeah.
a lot of the time, you know, we're all doing the same sort of thing, aren't we? All the time, you know, when you watch someone's video, it's all right seeing, you know, someone's different take on the video, but sometimes, you know, it's nice to go to a different place and see a different actual, you know, abandoned place or something like that.
So
Mm.
you're going to look to go possibly to Ireland, anywhere further afield, or just decide to sort of possibly go down south, or
I'd like to do that. I'd like to meet up Abandoned City Camo Crew as well, you know, in Peterborough, where they're based. And, you know, I've been saying that since we channel started as well. We need to hook up, you know, do some stuff near there as well.
yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
that was a
hopefully
good one. Sorry.
that's all right. No, fine, carry on.
Yeah, I was just saying that was a good one we did. Not, well, not saying long ago. It was pretty long ago. That fort, you know, Shepley
Yep, yeah, I
Island.
know you're
Yeah, that
talking
was a
about.
good one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
and that
brilliant
was a
one. That
collab,
was.
wasn't it? That was a collab with Secret Vault, Urban Legend UK, was Urban
Urban Lad
Yorkshire,
Yorkshire,
and then Taffy,
Wee Man.
Wee Man. So you had about 6 of you all go to a fort. I think we'll
Yeah,
try not to say where it is because I believe that
Oxford
people want to go back at
Finest,
some point.
Oxford Finest, 66 Paranormal, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Katie, I'd say. Yeah, it was a big one. That was a big collab. That one was. Yeah,
And then we've all got the footage to watch on all the channels. You
yeah,
know, you don't have to watch it all at once either, because you can watch. I find you can watch a few, maybe yourself as well, because you get ideas from it as well. So you know, you watch one or two, and then you might watch other two a few weeks later or something, because you always see something different, especially if you were there.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Mm.
So, Carl, EWC, should I say? Well, I can't get my words out tonight. Thank you
What was
so
the
much
best?
for the interview. Sorry?
I was going to say, do you want to know the best Explore Underground I ever done? You've heard
Yeah,
the word.
Go ahead. You take your bit there. Go on.
It was a small one. It was a small one. The Knights Templar. I think that's one of my best underground explores I've ever done. The Knights Templar. And I've took a few people there over in the chat.
All right.
Yeah, it's beautiful, especially you know, if you can get the candle tea lights in there and get some nice shots of it. Oh, it's beautiful. The carvings in there, the red sandstone underneath the ground. Yeah, Knights Templar, definitely one of the best ones. So even it's a little short one, but wow, it's like going to a different world. Yeah. Have you ever done that one, John?
No, I have. No, I as you know, I'm quite new to all this, so I haven't done many explores, to be honest. And I'm sort of focusing on pillboxes and World War II stuff at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Where I am, there's a lot of that, and I'm finding things that I didn't know existed. So
yeah,
and a lot of people don't. I mean, some of the places I'm looking at or looking for, then finding overgrown. They're there in plain sight, but people don't realise it's there.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely. So, you know, I mean, once we got out of lockdown, I'm planning to sort of go out and do other bits and pieces, meet up with whoever wants to meet up, as it were. Even do interviews whilst we're out. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'd love to meet up with you as well soon, John. When all this is, you know, comes to an end, be good.
Yeah, absolutely, and that we'll make it happen, definitely. But I think we'll wrap this up now. I hope everybody's got more of an idea of why Carl does this, right? Because you will see everyone's got a different take as to why I do it. We've all got a story behind us as to why we explore, and you know what makes us tick. You know, and the adrenaline, as Carl was saying earlier, makes him carry on doing it as well, and also for you guys as well, because you love all the stuff. So thank you so much, Cole, for having me on tonight, and also just letting us into your world. Yeah, your little world there.
Yeah, you're very welcome, John. You're very welcome.
Everyone has this world, and we all do it differently. Now, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to EWC. You know, Exploring with Carl. Have a look at his videos. They're great. I mean, if you like World War I, World War II, you'll be well away with that. If you just like abandoned buildings or even castles, you know, thinking, oh, I've never heard of that place before, have a look. And I'll wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching as well. You've been watching John Bengal Presents. Check my channel out, and also just like and subscribe. Thanks very much, and thank you, Carl.
Thank you, John.